Bum, 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 bum.
And now, the news.
All right, so Duke is not here today. I am here with Captain Logan.
Hello!
And I'm sure you're all wondering where Duke is. Well, here's the thing. I'm not saying that this is fact. This is simply what Duke informed me of. Apparently, in the giant cornfield he calls a state, he met a transgender, transsexual stripper, and they are currently either eloping or on their honeymoon. So, obviously, can't make it here today.
Wow, so does that mean that, is he coming back? Is someone else going to have to take over his channel? What's going to happen?
I don't know. Luckily, that fucking child isn't here, so I can talk like an adult. Feel free to join me.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm capable of talking like an adult. Air quotes, like an adult.
That's how adults talk. We should just go through this entire video talking like 13-year-olds think adults talk.
Well,
this is the fucking news. And so Jeff Johns fucking said, I'm making a live-action Blue Beetle fucking series, all right? Fuckheads.
See, I just know if I started doing a lot of cursing on this news show, there'd be a bunch of people who would start writing things on my channel. They'd be like, "Go over to Duke's channel. Captain Logan is cussing up a storm."
Okay, so our first thing is that last week we promised that we would discuss Superman being able to clean up the oil spill, and you're probably the biggest Superman fan I know, so I've brought you in to bring in your expert analysis
about whether or not Superman could handle the oil spill.
Yes. Now, we're of course talking post-crisis Superman, because pre-crisis can just make up powers by issue.
Sure, and so can the films.
Yeah. Which is why I've never had a problem with that. People are like, why can he pull off the red S? I'm like, there's an issue where he just shoots a little Superman out of his hand and just says, go deal with the problems. Then he gets jealous because little Superman's getting all the attention. I'm like, wow, I
wish I had that superpower.
Yeah. So
there's a character in an animated Tick episode called the Living Doll, who's like a living China doll, and he's like, I'm full of tinier men, and that just reminded me of that.
All right, so now you've said you don't know much about the oil spill.
No, I haven't been keeping. I don't keep up with real news.
No. So, quick summary. There is oil. It has been spilled. It is in the water, and it's going towards land.
Oh, wow, I feel like I'm caught up. I knew that much. And it's coming toward you.
It is. It is coming towards me. One of these episodes, I may not be here because I am drowning in oil.
Because and of course, you're eloping with oil.
Because I'm a smoker, I'm probably burning alive. So
I think Superman could inhale all the oil and then just fly out into space.
And do what? Shoot it into space?
Yeah, shoot it into space.
Oil. It'll freeze and fall back to Earth and be like a giant meteor.
Well, he could fly farther away from the Earth, or you could shoot it into the sun. Of course, that might not be a good idea either.
And the sun will super explode. Do you know how much oil is out there? There's enough oil to blow up the sun.
I don't think it's enough oil to make the sun explode, Eric.
There is. BP ships a lot of oil.
I think
BP does not fuck around when it comes to oil.
We are all doomed if there is enough oil in that oil spill to make the sun go nova prematurely.
Well, we're doomed if Superman throws it into the sun.
The rest of the conversation was cut for time. I apologize.
Now that we've finished talking about that, that's about 2 hours there.
I know.
We got off Superman and got into the politics of all of it.
Cherry Coke later.
Yeah. I had to stop, go to McDonald's. All right. The official restaurant of Geek Evolution.
Hey, don't start doing that.
Cherry Coke, the official beverage of Geek Evolution.
Oh, wow. So now I'm just pimping out products all over my channel.
You should do a video like that.
That would be so cool.
We recommend Cherry Coke.
Rock Band, the official video game of Geek Pollution.
All right, so because you don't have the links open, but you did read the stories, I'm just gonna.
I did my homework.
I'm just gonna be the one who goes to each story. All right, the first two links are actually interlinked. Jeff Johns has talked about being interested in making a live-action Blue Beetle series. And then they have test footage. This is not pilot footage. This is not like footage from a short film or anything. This is just test footage to see how it would look. I think it looks good.
I think it looks okay. I don't know. Honestly, they're talking about it like it's going to be a Smallville spinoff. And I don't want Smallville to spin off Blue Beetle. I want Smallville to spin off a character that we've had to deal with.
I don't think it's going to be a spinoff.
I don't know. They talked about it like it would be.
Who's they? Because all Jeff
read.
Oh, all right. Well, all Jeff Johns said was, "I'd like to see a Blue Beetle show. There might be one. We're talking about it."
It sounded a lot like maybe, I don't know. Maybe I was reading into it too much. It really sounded like maybe they bring something about Blue Beetle into 10 a little bit, and then they'd spin it off from there. I don't know. It's just that, if they do that, they won't spin anything off from Smallville, and I think that's a shame, because I think there's a couple of characters they could really do and have.
Yeah. I don't want it as a Smallville spin-off. I want it as its own thing.
Yeah. Sure.
Based on the pictures, I'm not crazy about the final image, but that could just be like the way the picture looks. But there's a picture where like he's on the ground, and it's a close-up of his face, and it's perfect. And what I would kind of be interested in is that if they do this and they do it right, there could easily be like an episode each season that's like a flashback to the old Blue Beetle, and it could be like a fun, like adventure-y throwback.
Eric, do you imagine anyone would really watch that show? I mean, this just smells of 8 episodes in cancellation to me.
Well, it's not Fox. So I don't know. I think it depends on how it's pitched. I've honestly
the Prey after 13 episodes, so and that's characters more people are familiar with too. I don't know.
I don't know. I can't predict what TV show is going to catch on, because there's stuff that didn't catch on that I would think would be like that would click instantly, and there's stuff that did catch on.
You were like, how did that happen?
How are we at season 10 of Smallville?
Yeah.
How did we only get 7 seasons of Buffy? Like I don't know. I think it depends on how they market it, who they market it to.
Well, I know the answer to that, actually. CW is just in trouble, and they're keeping any show that has any ratings of any kind.
Well, maybe that would... Well, and I remember when they were talking about the Graysons, then they canceled the Graysons. They're like, well, we're looking at other properties. So this might be one of the other properties that they were talking about looking at.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. The thing I like about it, I mean, I have no investment in Blue Beetle. It's not a character I ever followed. The thing I like about it is the idea of finally doing another superhero show with a superhero in a costume.
Yeah, I'm really digging that.
That'll be great. And so, I don't know. I'm hoping that it will do what some, superhero movies of superheroes I wasn't a big fan of before, have done for me and turn me into a fan of the character.
And it's nice that's not Batman or Superman.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I'm totally for this kind of thing. I still kind of wish that they would, spin somebody from Smallville off into a...
Well, I'm still waiting for the Green Arrow TV show.
I know, that's what I want. I don't think it'll ever happen.
I'm still waiting for... Hey, we made a mistake. We should just continue the Aquaman show.
Yeah. Okay, what's next?
All right, the next one is not important to either of us. We're getting the second wave of Arkham Asylum figures based off the Arkham Asylum video game. They are Batman, Poison Ivy, Bane, and I'm not sure who the other one is. Is it Zaz?
Yeah.
Okay, it's Zaz. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm not a toy guy.
I mean, I collect things that look cool, so I don't know. If I find one at a con, I might pick one up. The Bane looks really cool, and I could use another awesome Bane in my collection.
And Poison Ivy is, wearing no clothes.
I don't know. It's cool they're making those figures. It'll be really fun when they do one for Arkham Asylum 2 because of some of the characters that they're bringing into that weren't in the first game. So
yeah. All right, so the next story is Marvel Comics is doing Fall of the New Mutants. This means nothing to me. Does this mean
Yeah, me
anything
either.
to you? Yeah, I don't.
Well, I don't. Well, the problem is I don't keep up with X books at all anymore, so I don't know. Yeah.
I know it's like a reference to Fall of the Mutants, which I'm slowly getting tired of comic books referencing like past storylines, like Under the Hood. I'm like, you're not Watchmen. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you make a new title that's kind of catchy? Like, if it's a sequel like Infinite Crisis, that made sense.
Sure.
But I don't know.